Hey guys, this is Killrob speaking, and today we are back in Potion Craft with our little journey from homebrewer to master alchemist in the full release version of the game. And we're continuing said journey right there. In the last episode, we did have a pretty good discussion on the meta of the game, of the skill tree, and what you need to focus on first, where we pointed out that trading skill is by far the most important because it just goes into everything else. It allows you to explore the map, it allows you to get better experience, which this tree also does, and it allows you to explore, which this tree also does. So, yes, the trading tree, most important, and then be an opportunist for when to take the others. Before you go out explore, you want to take this one. Before you finish off a day, and you still have skill points left over, you would like to take this one. But anyway, let's, I think we are right now in a situation, so let's continue. We are currently in a situation where the only thing that we need is money. So, why do we need money? Well, chapter 3, right? Repair the alchemy machine. That thing isn't for free. So we need to build up a war chest once again. And I don't know the exact price there, so let's grab as much as possible. Until we have done so and acquired this one, which does require the Master Alchemist to show up at your door in the morning before any customer. He's in the special slot, remember? And he needs to offer that one to you. That will always be the case from now on if he shows up. The first time he shows up, he only has those pages, recipe pages, which we really should have bought from the trader guy instead, because he had a much better price on them, but you can't know that in advance, I don't think. But yes, so once that is done, we can go forth and just grab some other effects. But I think, in the meantime, now that we have set ourselves up with a decent amount of radius and alchemical practice as well, it certainly is worth venturing out into the wilderness and just make sure that we level as hard as we can, because that is always going to make you a little bit more efficient and gives you access to more cool tools. So, for that matter, let's check out what our supplies are themed as. Water, pretty strong. We do have loads of water blooms, so this would allow us to go explore in this general direction. If you are not certain where to find new things, at this point especially, one thing that you can always go and look for, just briefly, is go to the edge of the map of your known universe, zoom in, and see if you can spot any dashed lines. There's a dashed line, for instance. It's just about starting there. That means this effect is quite far away still. And we do see there's a lot of death in the way. Well, you can't really tell, but it is. Then we continue on here, and we see that no, we don't see much there. There. Look at that. There's something there. Maybe we can go towards that one. That will require some air. Let's sort for air and see what we have. A little short on air components. We have the wind blooms, the witch mushroom, which is more of a magic component, but we also have the madshroom, so we can navigate that space a little bit at least. Then we have a very clear line over here. That one is very clear, but unfortunately we only have so many madrooms, so we are getting... Oh, and there's a very strong line. We should almost be able to see that effect right there, because this line is starting very early. But you see how easy it is to spot effects that are just outside your vision range. Very clear lines mark them, that there's something there for you to find. Down here, we do have another one that could be explored, and I'm sure there are some others that we could find if we really looked for them. But for now, we are quite good and just need some money and ingredients. So, Mr. Evil Dude here, who likes to play with fire, especially in front of cops, is eyeing this potion. In fact, his eyes are glued to it. So let's pop it on there. And, yeah, I don't mind haggling you. You evil man! So, let's go for... Oh, yeah, that's an easy haggle too. Emotions! Why do grumpy people get the emotions topic for haggling? I find that a little funny, but, well, there we go. It's an easy haggle. And that's 137 manis. I would have preferred 1,337, but he didn't quite want to give me that. So he's not the elite of evil. He's just a lackey. Oh, she is very evil as well. And we're already at -2. Oh my. She wants to have a strength potion? Well, should we give that to her? The snail strength potion, maybe? Or stones? Oh, that's a little too good. That's almost a little too good. Wild growth? So you will be growing lots of hair while robbing someone with a lot of strength? Maybe. But no, I wanted to show you something else, and that is, have I done so already? I don't think so. So, the strength potion. Do we even have that in here? No. Good, because now we're going to see one of the most efficient recipes, if not the most efficient recipes in the entire game. It just requires one mushroom. You can see like this range is insane. So what we're going to do is just grind it out fully. And give it some more. And give it some more. Oh, that hurt. Now, so we put that in. And then we are just going to stir gently until we exactly touch the whirlpool there. So be extremely careful. Very, very delicate. So, let's go. And next pixel. Come on, one more. There. I went 1 pixel too far, but that should be still good. Now we fire up this potion and almost die to the walls. That is par for the course. So, go like this. And we're going to teleport down there. And, as you see, we just about have the perfect trajectory to get that. So it's one of those kind of a little bit gimmicky potions that tell you, or the recipes that really show you the strength of these whirlpools. And now we need to be quite careful with getting that one right too. Just ever so slowly approach it. Don't know if we get it pixel perfect, but we don't need to, of course. Just gently touch that, and it is actually pixel perfect. Nice! I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Poof the potion. Done. Perfect strength potion. And we're going to save that recipe. We can make 10 more strength potions now. Isn't that wonderful? So, yeah, ma'am. You can go and rob whoever you desire. But we are going to rob you first. Or maybe not. Like this, this, and this, and this, and this. Yep, okay, I did it. I was a little scared of that haggle. Those tiny fields tend to be somewhat difficult to hit, unless you're really warmed up and feel it. But yeah, at least for me. You're probably laughing at me at this point. But selling for 162, that sounds a lot better, and I gladly accept the mark of evil. Alright, here, our fisherman is back. We have seen him before, and this is an example of one of those quest lines that I've mentioned in previous episodes. He does have a quest line, and now he has ever-escalating catches he wants to make, and requires our help to do so. So now, hey there, trying to catch some mean fish. Yes, believe it or not, the little thing breathes fire. It melted my whole rod. I hope it melted just that rod, not the other one. Could you give me a frost potion for my bait? Is that what you call your rod? Anyway, if the fish allows it, swallows it, maybe its heat will back off a bit. Well, we sure would hope so. And I do have standing here the perfect potion for you. Not so much, no. But what? Did you see his face? He was so happy. Fire-breathing fish, and not only. Yeah. Really strange fish. I do think that is. What level are we at? We do need to have another popularity upgrade sooner rather than later, but this potion is a little too costly and we're trying to get money, so I prefer to err on the side of haggling. Ooh, fishing. He's an expert, so this is going to be a little tough. Let's see if we can do that. I was getting a little stabby right there. But that did work out. And... Hello there, good sir. It's Shroomy. Shroomy, yes. Any desire for some mushrooms?
Any desire for some mushrooms?
Yes. Yes, good sir.
Oh, well then, thank you.
We wink back and... yes, sorry. I'm going to buy some mushrooms for me. Oh, that is looking good. Some stinky shrooms. Stinky shrooms we do need. They are very handy. They are not an amazing component. Oh, losing all our money again. That is expensive. Don't want to touch that. Definitely not. Dried saddle. Not expensive here, but I'm not a fan. I think we can buy it 1 or 2 or something. Sulfur shelf. Quite useful, but quite expensive in general. But we can buy a few more. So, yeah, as we are trying to grab some gold in general, I think we do want to keep this down in case Master Alchemist shows up a little earlier than expected. We do want to have the cash in bank to grab that alchemy machine. And that, of course, can include a haggle. But yes, we shall see. I would also love to buy witch mushrooms, because components into that magic direction tend to be so far in my playthroughs, have been somewhat on the rare side and extremely useful. So I would love to grab them, but we don't have... we do have the cash to grab them, but not the budget to grab them. So we're going to haggle you down, old man, like that. And... yeah, okay, that was a quick one. 122, that certainly is fair value for these. It's a deal, back off, and bye-bye. Ah, these... they are all evil. Okay. Greetings, oh, sorry, wrong voice. That was his voice. Maybe he's... yeah, no, don't mind me. Greetings, potion brewer. Need to be... what? Beat up a certain rich man. She also wants to have strength. Well, it's fortunate that we do have access to that super efficient potion that just costed 130 buckaroos in for that last trader, Shroomy. But he wasn't kind, was he? Alright, anyway, going to brew 2 and put that... yeah, by the way, very important. Every time you brew a potion, or just craft stuff on the alchemy board, you are actually gaining experience. And the more complex the things you make, the more experience you gain. So by just clicking potions there in your book, we have now leveled up. We put these potions up here, and one there, and she does offer a fair amount of amanis. That's a little easier haggle. I skipped that first one because it's a little difficult to click in rapid succession accurately with the right timing. So I tend to try and skip the short ones that are very close to the start point. Just give myself a little bit of time to adjust to the speed the thing is going at. But yes, so sell for 162. I like it. Now we're already at -10. Yeah, neutral, but oh, okay, she seems to be good at least, so that's fine. Need to put guards to sleep so I can get into a vault. We don't have a... No, there we have our sleepy potion. So, wow, okay, there we have a big one. Going to haggle that one, and an easy haggle on top of that. Yeah, let's take it. There, and there. No, there, and okay. Required a little bit more. 277. Now we start talking. How much negative is that? Just -5. Get rid of some rodents. Oh, yes, sure. We do have that one. Perfect. Yeah, now we don't need to haggle you, because we also at some point do need some popularity. That guy looks a little grumpy again. Okay, well, just sell this one. +5. Okay, I need a potion that will help me to run and hide. Run or hide? Why not both? We do have swiftness 2. Oh! He's going to pay a lot of money for this one. So you know what? I think I'm going to go into our book here and grab... Oh, you know what? I think this is actually a... it might be an oversight in terms of balance. This potion is very easy to craft, as we have all seen in, I think, at episode 2 it was or something. Easy to get it perfect. Only requires wind blooms, so very base component compatible, and it shouldn't be super expensive because of that. So let's put it down here. Give him that thing, and that is a lot of money. That is a whole bunch of money. So I think there's some factor there for this potion specifically, only for this one. There might be others. I think there was others in my previous playthrough where I noted like, oh, this seems off. But this one specifically is a really good seller. So haggle-de-doo. Like, take that one. Also, one recommendation for haggling. As new fields pop up right in front of you, don't try to grab them too. It's very easy to be distracted by them and then lose your rhythm. So if they pop up right in front of you and are reasonably small, but even if they are bigger, I want to say avoid them and take them on the next way through instead. Unless you are super close to grabbing the effect, then you might have a good shot at them. So, but yes, 268. We have over 1,000. That I didn't expect it to go that well, and we have 2 talent points available. We are going to go into trading though, and that means that we have to wait for another one. So that was the last customer of the day, and I'm probably going to have to clean my shop a little. This is just not looking quite right, is it? But we still have plenty of potions that are reasonably high value standing here. That's good. Some staples missing. We can wait a little bit for our next day harvest to find out what we get. And I would have to think about what would be a good one to make next. We would like to see another level up, probably before the start of the next day, because that would allow us to grab a trading point. And having that a little bit of extra money certainly would help. How do we get it? Well, we do have this one clear thing that came out here, right? This effect must be very, very close, because there's already so much of this line visible. So I think we could go right there and check it out. How do we get there? We do need fire bells. We could go through here. Yeah, there's a little bit of help here that we could use. If we go through here, don't teleport. Oh, we could also try out where this one teleports. Just check it out. And then potentially go for this one. Many things to do, many things to check out. But let's go for this one first. And we did buy plenty of sulfur shelves, so why not make use of those? Let's go and go as far as possible there. Throw that in. And how about not dying on that one by using fire bells instead? Yep, there you go. Let me throw in a few. We're going to use... Can we use this one in any constructive way? Not really. Do we have anything that goes this direction? The answer is yes, we do. We have the mad mushrooms. So as I'm brewing, you can observe that this should also go up. And I think we're going to use a mad mushroom here now. Let's see how that actually works, like when it is ticking up. So 187 there. That doesn't do it. I think it's the path that you travel that does it. And we are actually crossing an experience book there too. Let's see. So, so far, nothing. Maybe it's also the effects that do it. Have we gained anything here? No. Okay, so it is the effects that you grab and the books that you find along the way that are giving you that experience. Alright, so now we are getting closer. We also do have a little bit more radius to see what's going on there. We do have this big whirlpool, and even though the teleportation function of that whirlpool is pointing you downwards, it doesn't mean you have to use the teleportation function. You can just go to where my thumb is there, and then, oh, well, here, just touch it, and then let you transport it all the way around. That is also an opportunity there that we should use. Makes the path overall a little bit better. This mad mushroom is going to give us a lot of experience. Just right through those books. 40, 20, 20, 20, 20. Throw that in there and just be delighted by the amount of experience we grab. So now firebell time to get into this little whirlpool and grind it all out. Because we do want to... Do we have enough sideways motion here to be transported far enough to the side after leaving this to get through this little gap? Shall see. Throw that in there. Have to be very careful with this one. Just touch it. We want to use it in every possible way. So, careful, careful, careful. Careful, careful. And there. Okay. 1 pixel too far. Doesn't matter. Fine. So now let's go around, go around, go around. And one thing that you should do when checking these things out is check your components. Because these are going to be drawn from the end of your existing path. And that means that you can easily check what components would be compatible with your planned trajectory. And we see here pretty decidedly that a wind bloom won't do the trick, because we are almost at the maximum extent of our travels here. Like, this is as far out as we are going to go, and this doesn't quite cut it. We could go to just here and then use another one to get in there, so that would be possible. Alternatively, we could use a mad mushroom and get into the gap a little bit more. Let's try that. Let me show you what I mean. Now for this, I think I'm going to go just there. Not to... No, we do need to get behind it. You know what? For the sake of being a little bit more transparent with what I do, I'm going to say this was not the place that I wanted to go. And... or wanted to be just yet. And see and show you what I mean here. Like, okay, there. A little bit more. Oh, that was a little far. No, it was not too far. This was actually perfect. So, now, in this position, you see that the mad mushroom is actually perfect. So we can go there. Yes, that is a little bit in the death zone, but it's only shortly in the death zone. Whoop! Throw that one in. And now we can go out of here and definitely not die. There. And now, it is just the perfect wind bloom away, because that one is making this path that is crossing the center line of the effect. Nice. And also, it is grabbing a whole lot of experience books. And here we have it. Let's go. Grab that one too. Yes, please. And now, very careful stirring. One thing that I should mention, that I haven't mentioned yet, that I don't really want to do, because that is a bit maybe of an oversight on the mechanics side. I don't know. It does make sense though. So it's probably not a mistake. But if you pull out the spoon for stirring, and you just ever so slightly touch the surface of the cauldron and then stir, it will do the stirring in very, very small margins. If you're stopping it in there deep and just going like this, even if it's slow, you're going to stir a lot per unit of motion for the spoon, while a unit of motion while just touching the surface is going to do very little things. So you can be very precise if you take out the spoon. I should really try to have the spoon outside. That would be funny if that actually worked. I don't know. Should we try after this? I think so. But now, it's time to zoom in and be extremely gently with this one. We don't want to mess that one up. And there we have alignment, I believe. Let's get a little bit closer. We do have only lateral motion here, but I think we are pretty much perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's a level 4 potion right there. So, that's exactly what we're going to poof. And it is a potion of libido. Very popular, as you might expect. And, yes, so this one... Goldfish memory time. Did I already save it? I did not. Okay, good. Save the recipe. And not finish the potion, because there's still a little bit of experience to grab. So I'm just going to stir that one out and then ladle a little, and there we have it. That has given us a little boost, alright. And finish this one up, and that is even more. Plus 250 points. That was chapter 5. Alright. Now you've seen that we have almost exhausted our potential to go further in that direction. So this one here will have to wait until we find a good buy for components that are in general in this direction. Let's see, what more do we have? If we like this way... No, and there we have not spotted any effects directly. There is something over here, which is pretty close. And I think that is probably the one that we should be going for next. Because we do have, if we toggle this one, 12 stinky shrooms, and some terrarias, and 2 mushrooms. But is that enough? Also have some firebells. There's also potentially a lot of experience along the way, so I think this situation is probably worth it, and it will provide us with level 17, which we do want to grab the trading upgrade. So, yeah, why not? Let's get started. Plotting a larger path into the unknown is not easy, and you would probably want to not be perfectly efficient along the way, because that will allow you to grab something like this. So how about we start off with 2 firebells and then 2 terrarias? Because that is not getting us like right there, but it is accomplishing the same thing on a triangle. So it's less efficient, but it allows us to grab those books. So why not? Yeah. And those are base components, so it's fine. Let's go there. So 2 firebells, and then... Oof. That is not quite what I want, is it? This one actually works better. So, no. Put the firebell away. And grab them with the stinky shroom. Oh, always double check what your assumptions are up to. Yeah, there you go. So, let's try the stirring. So here you have your rusty spoon. And Now, can we put it here? I can't put it to the side. Yeah, okay. Now, let me show you why that is important. I have never used it myself, but I think I will in future. So, we have our spoon here. I pop it in. And now let's see. Do you see how much movement I can do for so little movement on the potion? Like, look at that. Isn't that crazy? So you can go really, really fine-tuned for your motion. We can zoom in. Let's pop it down there. Zoom in. Take another look. Make the reasonably big motions with... Wow. Reasonably big motions with the spoon. And move it ever so slightly and delicately. And then when I do the same motion here... Boom. 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 Yep. That's big. Okay. Very useful to know. And we do grab most of those. Now, a Terraria, yes. Pop that in there, just stir it out. And now we do want to go sideways. So now it's time for the firebell that was discarded before. And like this. I think that should be safe with the wall there. Let's go there. Yeah, it is. Now, probably want to stay pretty close to that trajectory that we have painted there. But you also do see that this trajectory that is, or this path that is drawn out to the next effect, is tilted a little bit more like this instead of 45 degrees down. So that means we are likely going to need a mixture between firebells and stinky shrooms to get there. Because the stinky shroom is 45 degrees and the firebell is 0. Now, yeah, let's start with the firebell and then go down. That allows us to grab these books there. And my thought here is, it also has a reason to it. My thought here is, after having grabbed the effect, we can ladle back and grab the experience that is along the way of this dashed line. Right, there we go. There's so much to think about in this game. It is a little deeper than one would think from just watching it a little. But yeah, now we go with the stinky shroom and put that in. Just go there. And now, how do we proceed? Another stinky shroom, yes. Now we are below the path. And do we see it? Yeah, there's the effect. Okay, now. Yes, this one. Okay, what you of course want to do is overshoot a little bit into, like you want to be beyond the potion. So that we, with a Terraria then, can get behind it and ladle back and get the perfect effect. So, throw in the firebell. Like this. And there. And now. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Look, big picture. We are quite far away from home. And now we have a problem. And that problem is that all our components are kind of leading the wrong way. Is this one actually crossing the line? I don't think it is. But you know what? If we are ladling a little bit now, we are going to lose less height than relative to this effect. So we're going to get closer to the effect, which means that from our absolute position, we are going to move our trajectory that comes from the stinky shroom closer to this line. Ever so slightly, but I think that might be enough to create this, because this looks close already. Should we try? Yeah, I think so. So we do want to ladle now. And is that actually enough? I doubt it. But we do have the mushroom potential. If we, yeah, I think that makes a curve behind it. If we just throw that in. So let's throw that in now. This looks like a death sentence right now, but it doesn't have to. Because, and we do want to ladle more. Do we? No, we do not. We want to go there first and pull that up. Okay. So we now, with this one, with this ingredient, we actually want to pull up that trajectory. That means we want to start ladling while we are as low as possible, or as far that way as possible. So that would be this point in the trajectory. So let's go like this, and there you have it. And that's still very safe. Only cost us one component, or one ingredient, and it's going to be perfect. So let's see. Align it. We only have one shot at it because of how the trajectory is going. So let's try that one. It will be a level 3, but will it be pixel perfect? It's close. Actually is. I'm surprising myself sometimes. So fire it up, poof the potion. Strong potion of acid. Nice. That's a big one. And not quite level 16 yet, but it will be. What more can we do? Just grab that experience over there. So we saved the recipe because it was not absolutely terrible. And now we start ladling. And once we grab some more experience there, that was the last one that we could grab. Finish the potion. And there we have our level up. Boom! Nice. And that was from chapter 5 as well. Alright. And we're coming up on time. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.